And who are the absent people? Nitin, Gayatri, and Anand. Okay, I will send them the invitation. Whoever is not attending the more than 2 classes and all, I will remove them from the group. Okay. Okay, right. So can you open this Word document? See, today we will going to discuss about the withholding tax, very, very important topic. And at the same time, whenever you are having the withholding taxes amount deductions, okay, how you are maintaining all these entries in SAP system. So that is a very crucial point that we generate, okay, and at the same time, whatever the entries that we have for the withholding taxes and all, those will be generated on the basis of base amount. Okay, so I mean normal amounts we can call it as whatever the configurations that we did for the that is GSTs and all. So you have seen the things, okay, whatever the things that we have for the GST, like input taxes and output taxes, you have seen it, right? But what do you mean by withholding taxes? Okay, so what is the main difference between withholding tax and GSTs? See, this withholding tax is an amount which is deducted at the source of the revenue. Okay. Uh, Withholding tax is an amount of which deducts takes place directly from the earning of an employee by an employer. You got my point, right? I mean, either particularly when you are dealing with the uh, vendor, when you are dealing with the customers and all, or if it is related to the personal payments, like employee payments and all, that in that scenario we can able to use this withholding taxes, and particularly it is paid to the central government as a part of the tax liability of an individual. Okay, so I will just give you the one example of this withholding taxes and all. You are maintaining different types of goods in your storage location. Okay, and at the same time in your plant you are making different types of finished goods. Okay, so to transport each and everything, okay, to transport each and everything, you need to pay the amount to the particular central government. To maintain everything, you need to pay the amount to the central government. Why? Because government is giving you the electricity, government is giving you the transportation, government is giving you the etc things. Okay, but the thing is that the what is the main difference between GST and withholding tax means in this withholding tax you can able to deduct uh, some of the amounts from the earning of an employee by an employer. Okay, personal payments also, for the personal payments also you can able to deduct this um, what is the thing, TDS. Okay, so particularly it is paid to the central government as a part of the tax liability of an individual. Okay, the central government of any country is liable for the tax collection processes, right? So to calculate on pay and report the withholding tax, the SAP system provides two functions. One is classic withholding tax and extended withholding tax. So in this classic withholding tax, I mean, in a classic withholding tax, you can enter only one line item in the vendor master records. So classic withholding tax is only for creditors. We can call it as a vendors. Why? See here, all of you, you are buying the material from the vendor. Okay, and on the particular raw material, you can able to deduct the taxes. Okay, we can call it as a TDS, tax deductions at the source. Okay, and for the, I mean, in classic withholding tax, we cannot calculate the TDS for the customers. So that is why in extended withholding tax, we can able to calculate the TDS. Okay, for the whole material, you will going to have tax deductions at the source for the particular month or year. Okay, so GST is based on the goods. Whatever the goods that you are buying, whatever the goods that you are selling, you can able to deduct the taxes on the goods. But on the particular organization, monthly transactions and yearly transactions, okay, I mean, raw material supplying and raw material buying, okay, whatever it may be. So based on the bulking of the goods, you can able to have the classic withholding tax and extended withholding tax. Okay, you know it very well. And I think so. Tax deductions once in a year. Okay, we can able to calculate the taxes. Okay, that we can call it as a extended withholding taxes. In extended withholding taxes, you can enter multiple line items. Okay, see why we need to enter the multiple line items. Why we have that option? Why? Because extended withholding tax is designed for both vendors as well as the customers. Okay, so you will get a doubt. What is the difference between input taxes and output taxes and TDS? Okay, see, generally in India, withholding tax is known as TDS. Okay, tax deductions at the source. This tax deducted at the source is the amount that is deducted at the time of making payment to the contractors or professionals. Again, see, mainly it is particularly related to the professionals, it is your employees, and at the same time, whatever the contractors, okay, either it is particularly related to the raw material contractors like this. Okay, so withholding tax is an amount which is deducted in advance, that is before paying the amount to the payee. Okay, there will be a withholding tax amount definitely. Okay, see, I will just give you the example. Now you are working with one organization, and every day, every month you will get the payment, right? Whatever the, I mean, services that you give for the organization, automatically based on that services only, they will pay that amount. Okay, so I mean, before you get the amount from the organization for that particular month, what will happen, all of you? So they will deduct the sum of the amount. Okay, the services that they are taking from the government. Okay, we need to pay that amount. For each and every employee, they will deduct the TDS amount. Okay, see, yeah, automatically you will going to get the refund, right? I mean, at the end of the year, automatically you will going to get the refund. There is no issue. But the thing is that how these entries are generating. Okay, if the employee is paying, I mean, if the employee is paid by one organization, and how these entries are generating, there will be one accounting people, they will generate the entries. In SAP system only, they will generate the entries to get the proper report. So that is very, very important, right? So, I mean, please try to understand the point. GSC means whatever the material that we buy or that we sell to the particular vendors and also customers. Okay, sorry, from the customers. See, we will deduct that amount which is included to the particular raw material. Okay, I mean, on that material, we will calculate the tax. Okay, when you go to this systems like ECC and SAPS for HANA, you can able to have the GST taxes more than the, I mean, based on the amount. Based on the amount, we will going to calculate the tax, and with that taxes, we can able to add this tax to the main amount. Okay, that is GST. But the thing is that when you are getting the salary from the organization, they will deduct the taxes. Okay, that we can call it as a TDS deductions. Mainly it is used for the contractors or professionals, and you can also use it for the that can be used for the raw materials as well as the selling of the materials. There is no issue. Okay, so this is about overall a view of the withholding taxes, and the difference between withholding tax, I mean tax deductions at the source, and GSTs and all. Okay, so this withholding tax configurations will be, I think so, 11 configurations will be there. But the thing is that you need to have much focus on the interest. What is the withholding tax interest? So definitely, if it is a raw material account to the vendor account creditor, or a TDS on rent account. Sorry, TDS on raw material account. Okay, if it is a rent account to the vendor account creditor, or to the raw material account, sorry, rent account creditor. Okay, these entries are important. Okay, once you are finished with the configurations and all, okay, what will happen, all of you? So you should take out the entries. Okay, you should take out the last screen entries. Okay, without having last screen entries, and they will going to ask you different types of questions. Okay, so what is the TDS entry? Okay, after your completion of these configurations and all, okay, they will just ask you the questions on entries. Okay, definitely they will ask you the questions on entries, not on the anything. Okay, please try to understand the point, and at the same time, please, I mean, in this week, I think so. uh, Okay, on Sunday or Saturday evening, I will just ask you the questions from enterprise structure to the withholding taxes. Today, I will going to share you the scenarios of the automatic payment program and GST, and the next one is withholding taxes. Okay, please complete the configuration. Hardly it will going to take you the 20 minutes of time. Okay, please try to understand the point, all of you. Good. Then next one is, mm, okay. So the first configuration here is check withholding tax countries. Can you go to the SAP system and a reference AMG, SAP reference, I mean SPRO, reference AMG. Financial accounting new. Financial accounting new. Then financial accounting global settings new. The next one is withholding tax. The next one is withholding tax. Basic settings. The next one is withholding tax countries. Yes. Can you go to the new address? Sorry. We will do for the extended withholding tax. One step back. One step back. Uh, yes. Continue. Uh, can you close this basic settings? Can you open this extended withholding tax? Come down. There is a extended withholding tax. Open the basic settings. See all of you. So we do for the customers as well as the vendors. Okay, that is the very important thing right now we have. The next one is check withholding tax countries. Check withholding tax countries. So can you go to the new entries? So give your country. Yes, we do have the TDS for the customers. So that is why we use external withholding tax. So country is IN, and the next one is withholding tax keys, I mean, from which place you are directing the taxes. Okay, I mean, in your organization, the main place will be, I mean, for the particular operations. Okay, main operations. There will be some what we can say main branches, right? So on that branches, I mean, from that branches only we can able to deduct the taxes. Okay, so give you anything like Hyderabad, or else you do one thing, BAL1, give BAL1. Okay, so withholding tax for BAL1. Or else BAL, no issue. Description is withholding tax for BAL. Withholding tax for BAL. Withholding tax for BAL. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Did I was saved? Okay, come back. No issue. Then what is the next step? Go to the next step. Okay, the next one is a define official withholding tax case. Okay, how we can able to define the official withholding tax case? See, all of you, we have interested income and payments to contractors, rent and insurance. So many withholding taxes, deductions, entries will be there. So for that entry, we will going to have number of withholding tax keys. Okay, based on the withholding tax key only you can able to deduct the amounts, right, all of you. So please try to do the things. Okay, so these things are mandatory. First of all, in SAP, I mean, withholding taxes systems and all. Okay, so the next one is come back. I mean, go to this SAP system, and here you do have define withholding tax keys. Can you open the define withholding tax keys? Yes, can you give the country key? See, you can able to see number of things, all of you. So 194A interest income other than the securities, 194C payment to contractors, and 194D insurance commission, 194H commission brokerage, 194I payment of when rent on land. So 194J technical services, 194 195 there is no I, 195 only, and payment to foreign nationals. Okay, there will be some things that we have right now. Okay, so here 194 rent, 194 I is there. Okay, so what we need to do is, can you go to the new entries? Can you go to the new entries? Yes, go to the new entries. So see, suppose we are deducting the taxes for the particular employees. So when you're deducting the tax for the particular employees, you do have salaries, right? Okay, so salaries will be there, right? So what is the salary things will be? Um, can you give 196I? Okay, here the name is, here the name is payment to, payment to employees, payment to employees, comma, salaries. Or else, can you put the bracket? We can call it as, in that bracket, we can give salaries, SALARES. SALARES. Okay, everything is fine, right? So you can able to define different types of keys that you want to in your system. Uh, And at the same time, based on the client requirement only, you have to create the withholding tax keys all of you. Please try to understand. And click on the enter, go to the recipient and save it. Click on the enter, go to the recipient and save it. Okay, everything is fine, right? So then next one is, see, this is the way you can able to get the things all of you. Okay, so the next one is the next one. So we need to define a withholding tax exemptions things. See, there will be some exemptions, right? Okay, what are those exemptions? Okay, can you go to this exemptions? Okay, so in this exemptions is go to this define withholding taxes exemptions. Yes, give the country key and continue. So in this thing, you don't have any interest all of you. So I mean, suppose we have tax related issues and all, like TDSs and all. We do have double taxes relief. And if you have exemptions, orders, things and all. Okay, exemptions, orders, things means so suppose you have ordered bulk goods and that on that goods TDS entries will be generated. So based on that TDS entries, and you need to get the payment from the particular central government. Okay, why? Because see, based on their services only, they are directing the taxes on the particular material that you want to buy. Okay, definitely on that thing, definitely they will going to calculate the taxes. Okay, and the taxes amounts will be refundable. Okay, how these taxes will be refundable? So can you go to the new entries? You can just give the exemption reason. So exemption reason is BA, anything BA, and the text will be exemptions for the salaries. You can just give exemptions for the salaries, or else we can able to give exemptions for the rent, and we can able to give exemptions for the employees, exemptions for the raw materials, exemptions for the goods, selling finished goods, and that is your choice, all of you. Okay, that is based on the client requirement. Okay, so exemption or reason will be BA, and that is exemptions for this address. Click on the enter, go to the submit and submit. See, we can able to have exemption scenarios. Okay, if it is a rent scenario, we can able to have the rent scenarios. How much exemption that you are getting? Okay, and if you have exemptions for the total amount, okay, how you are calculating the things? So based on which configurations you are doing. So after the completion of this sessions, we're going to share you the withholding taxes things and all. Okay, you don't worry. The next one is we have defined reasons for the exemptions and all. That is very, very important. And next one is here, define withholding tax for invoice posting. Everything is very important, all of you. So define withholding tax for the invoice posting. Okay, so come back and close this basic setting, extended withholding tax basic settings. And then next one is calculations. Open the calculations here. Calculations. After the basic settings, you have calculations. Okay, good. And the next one is withholding tax type. Open the withholding tax type. Basic settings. No, not the withholding tax. Extended withholding tax. Open the extended withholding tax. The next one is calculations. Here, open the calculations. Come down. Down. That one. Then withholding tax type. Withholding tax type. Here, define withholding tax type for invoice posting. So we do post the invoice postings, right, all of you? So that is why we need to have the legal configurations for the invoice postings. Okay, that is important thing right now we have. Okay, so can you go to the new entries? We can able to post the one thing. So can you give withholding tax type is what we can give? So B1, Balaji 1. Like withholding tax type is B1. So the description will be 194I TDS on rent. Okay, first we will calculate the TDS on rent. Then you can able to do it with the salaries. Then you can able to do it with raw materials, selling finished goods and all. That is your own choice. Okay. So first I am doing with the standard configuration. That is 194I TDS on rent. Okay. So the next one, calculations. In this base amount, so you can just take out on the basis of gross amount only, you can able to calculate the taxes, all of you. In GST, we have calculated the taxes on the base amount, not the gross amount. There will be a difference between base amount and gross amount. In that base amount, based on that amount, you can able to calculate the taxes, and that taxes will be added to the base amount. But when it comes to the gross amount, it will not be like that. Based on the gross amount only, with the help of these deductions, like TDS deductions only, so you will you will match the gross amount. Okay, within the gross amount, within that amount only, you can able to add the taxes. But in GST, we cannot add the taxes like that. Okay, based on the base amount only, you can able to add the taxes, and with the help of taxes, that base amount will be increased. Okay, but the gross amount cannot be increased. Within the gross amount only, you can able to calculate the TDS taxes. And if you have any doubts and all, you can just go to the hana or ACC entries and all, you can able to find out. Okay, so based on the gross amount, and the rounding rule will be withholding taxes common rounding rules. Okay, so based on the keys only, you will able to calculate the taxes, right? So that is rounding rule, withholding taxes, common rounding rules and all, and the base amount, that is gross amounts and all, and post withholding taxes amount. That is the important thing. So if you want to calculate the taxes on the net amount, you can able to calculate it. Okay, like we did in the GSTs. And accumulation type is there is no accumulation type. And we can able to have the control on the withholding taxes based manual amounts and manual tax amounts and all. There is no certain numbers things that we have for the controls. Okay, this is the very important thing right now we have. And click on the enter, go to the submit and submit. So we can able to have one withholding tax type. Withholding tax type for invoice posting, and go to this Word document and just write down withholding tax type for invoice posting is B1. Hmm. Write down withholding tax type for invoice posting is B1. Okay, good. The next one is define withholding tax type for payment postings also. Okay, you will raise invoice and you will do the payment, right? So go to the SAP system, come back. In this withholding tax types only, you can able to have define withholding tax type for payment postings. Okay, continue and go to the new entries. Same thing. There is no any difference, right? Okay, go to the, take out this withholding tax type is B2. Description will be 194 I TDS on rent. Withholding tax type is B2 and a description will be withholding tax type for sorry, description will be 194I TDS on rent. 194I TDS on rent. Okay. So this is the calculation. In these calculations, base amounts will be gross amount. Take out the gross amount. Good. So in the rounding rule, so we do have withholding taxes common rounding rules. Okay. See why we need to use the rounding rules means suppose you have point amounts and all. Suppose the tax amounts will be 178 rupees. Okay, point 20 paisa and all. Okay, so based on the rounding rules, it will round the amount. Okay, I mean it will calculate the whole amount without having the dots amounts. Okay, and the cash discounts will be cash discounts as per the withholding taxes, pre-withholding taxes and all. Okay, every configuration is predefined in SAP system, and if you need to have the customizations for that particular configurations of clients and all, automatically we need to check with these technical persons, okay, whether it is possible to do the changes in all. So based on that only we can able to change, otherwise we cannot. Okay, so based on the post tax withholding taxes amounts only we can able to calculate it, and there is no accumulation type. Okay, and withholding tax based on the manual and based on the tax amounts only we can able to control the withholding tax for payment postings. Okay, there is no certifications, numberings and all. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Okay, see everything is very well known. I mean based on the GSTs and also based on the uh, TDSs. Okay, so click on the enter, go to the save button and save it, and try to write down for payment postings. We have taken one key, that is B2. Okay, then next one is check recipient type. Okay, so very important point in SAP system. Okay, so why we need to use this recipient type? Okay, when we have the vendors and customers and all, why we need to use the recipient type? Okay, so this is very important in SAP system, all of you. Okay. Um, so vendors and customers are there. Okay. So there will be a different types of recipient types in SAP system. Okay. So what is the use of this recipient type? Is it a mandatory field in SAP system? Okay, every question will be asked in the interview, all of you. Okay, so this recipient type helps you to classify your vendor into company and other than the company as required by income tax laws. Okay, while creating chalanas for deposit of TDS in bank, this field can be used for creating separate chalanas for TDS deductions from company and other than companies. Okay, so I will just give you the overview of this recipient type. It is just a system object, all of you, that you use to classify payment recipients as legal persons or natural persons. For that purposes of withholding taxes reporting, we use the recipient type. Okay, got my point? So from where the withholding tax is calculating, and where this withholding tax deductions at the source is calculating. Okay, that is very important. Okay, so can you go to the new entries? We can able to have the recipient type. So you have created the withholding tax type, right? Okay, you have created two different withholding tax types, right? Okay, so based on that thing only we need to give it, right? What is the withholding tax type? First one is B1, and for this B1, recipient type will be BA. BA, recipient type. We need to give the recipient type. And here for the tax, you can just give recipient type for withholding tax. Recipient, RECEIPE, recipient, no, RECEIPIENT, recipient type for withholding tax. W tax, you can write. Then next one, withholding tax type is B2. So we have created the B2, right? And the recipient type will be BA, right? AB. You can just give AB. The next recipient type for withholding tax. See, that is for the invoice posting, and that is this is for the payment posting. Okay, recipient type for withholding tax. Recipient type for withholding tax. Or else payment postings like this. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Okay, so everything is fine. And the next one is in these calculations only, we need to define the check recipient types. So can you give the recipient types B1 comma B2? Here B1 comma B2. And for this B1 comma B2, no, remove this thing. For this B1 comma B2, we have recipient types BA and AB. Go to that Word document and try to write on BA comma AB. BA comma AB. Okay. Recipient type BA comma AB. Okay. And the next one is define withholding tax codes. And we need to define the withholding tax codes, right, all of you, to calculate the taxes and all. And go to the calculations and come back. Click on the enter, come back. Yes. Come back. Back. Here, close this withholding tax type. Close this withholding tax type. Yes. And open the withholding tax code. Withholding tax codes and define withholding tax code. Define a withholding tax code. Very important, all of you. And in this tax codes only we can able to give the exemptions amounts also. Okay, please try to understand the point. That is very important. Okay. All right. So for this, we need to define the withholding taxes for the invoice postings as well as the payment postings. Can you go to the new entries? Can you go to the new entries and give the withholding tax type is, give the withholding tax type B1, right? B1, B1, and withholding tax code is BA. Withholding tax code is BA and official withholding tax key. Go to the official withholding tax key. What is the tax key that I mean, based on the, if it is a rent. Now we are paying the rent to the vendor, suppose. Okay. So based on which accounting key you are calculating the taxes. Okay. Based on the vendor withholding tax keys only, right? So that is the very, very important. And the description will be 194I TDS on rent. 194I TDS on rent. So how much percentage that you want to give based on the base amount only, you will just give the percentage subject to tax. How much percentage subject to tax, all of you? Suppose you can able to give 3%, 4%, 5%, 6%, 8%. That is your choice. So give any percentage. Okay. So the next one is posting indicator. Can you open this posting indicator? And in this posting indicator, so standard postings for the banks, vendors, customers, anything. Okay. See, you can able to take out the offsetting entries, but we are doing the configurations for the vendors as well as the customers, right? So on that scenario, we can able to take out the standard postings for the official withholding tax case. Why? Because it is particularly related to the banks, vendors, and customers. So that is, I mean, on that scenario, we can able to generate these things. Okay. So take out the one that is standard postings. Okay. Then next. So what is the withholding tax rate? So you need to give the withholding tax rate. So sorry, percentage subject to tax is 100%, and withholding tax rate is anything 6%, 3%, or 2%, anything. So percentage subject to tax is 100%. Just give percentage subject to taxes 100%. Percentage subject to taxes 100%. Go up based on no, remove this thing. Based on base amount is there up. Percentage subject to tax is 100%. Go up. That is 100%. And this calculation withholding tax rate is there is no any 100% for this withholding tax rate. Okay. This is 6%, 7%, or 2%, maybe 1%, 2% only. Okay. So click on the enter, go to the save button and select. So this is the way you can able to take out the things. But the thing is that you need to have the B2. Come back, go to the new entries. And we have done for the invoice posting, and we need to do for the payment postings. Withholding tax type is B2, and then the withholding tax code is AB. Okay, BA we have done it right. This is AB, and the next one is official withholding tax will be 194I rent. Okay. The next one is description will be 194I. TDS on rent payment posting. Everything is perfect, right? So this is subject to percentage is 100%, and posting indicator will be separate indicators for banks, vendors, and customers. That is one. And withholding tax rate is same percentage that you have given for the invoice posting. Okay, 6%. Click on the enter, go to the save button and submit. Okay, the next one, everything is good. Then what is the next configuration? And assign withholding tax types, right? Yes. So withholding tax, define withholding taxes codes, we have defined it. Okay, so what is the withholding tax code? What is the withholding tax code? B1, B2. B1, B2. Same thing, right? So go to that SFE screen. Go to this SFE screen. Yes. Okay, so B1 comma B2. Where is B2? Go up. Oh, sorry, where is B1? Okay. Oh, yes, yes, yes. It is there. Sure. The next one. So we need to assign withholding tax types to company codes. Okay. So come back, go to the DSFA system, assign withholding tax types to company codes B1, B2 that we have created, right? And we need to assign all these tax types to the company codes. Okay. And take out the company code. No. Come down. There is a company code. In that company code, come down. Company code is there, right? Open that company code and assign withholding tax types to company codes. Assign withholding tax types to company codes. Okay, can you go to the new entries? Okay, good. So assign this withholding tax type, that is B1, and recipient type will be BA, and if it is a vendor data, so as a vendor is subjected to the withholding tax agent, tick mark on this withholding tax agent. So we are doing for the, see all of you, there is a exemptions. Exemptions numbers is there, exemptions reasons is there, exemptions rate is there, exemptions from exemption 2 is there. Okay, after this class, I will going to share you the scenario of the exemptions of withholding taxes and all. Do it yourself. And if you are facing any errors, try to send the screenshots to my Skype ID or else in the group Skype ID. Okay. So withholding taxes subjected from 01.07.2022 to 23 to withholding taxes obligated from, on the obligated from field, you can just give on the obligated from field, withholding tax obligated from field 01.07.2023 to 31st dot 0 31st dot 03 dot 2023. Sorry, 2024. You can just give 24. Okay, click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Okay, come back and go to the new entries once again. And we need to assign the withholding tax payment postings, right? Payment postings. Same thing, B2 and AB, withholding tax agent, and obligated from is here 01.07.2023 to 31st.03.2024. Why? Because financial year ending with that thing only, right? Okay, good. So click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Okay, come back. And then next, what is the next configuration? Go to this notepad. Okay, so we have assigned the withholding tax types to the company code. The next one is activate extended withholding taxes. Okay, so we have done all these configurations for the extended withholding taxes, right? So for customers and as well as the endors, see, without activating the extended withholding tax, you cannot calculate the things. Okay, go to the assign withholding taxes, activate extended withholding tax, go to the position and give your company code. Automatically, you can just tick mark on this extended withholding tax. Just tick mark on this extended withholding tax, go to the save button and save it. The next one. So what is the next configuration? So I mean, till now we have done with this these configurations and assign accounts for withholding taxes, and we need to assign the accounts. So before you need to assign the accounts for withholding taxes and all. Okay, we should able to create the GL accounts using transaction code FS00. Can you go to the transaction code FS00? Give /n and go to the transaction code FS00. Okay. In this administration cost, you have a rent account, right? I think so. Okay, good. So for this current liabilities, we can able to have TDS on render. Okay, take out the current liabilities, open the current liabilities and on. And go to the create new option. 100503 is the new GL account. 100503 and change your company code. What is your company? Or no, remove this thing. Remove this thing. Go to the change company code here. Change company code. Continue. Continue. And take out the current liabilities. Okay, go to the create option and try to take out the 100503. Okay, go to the continue and remove this company code and give the BALA and go to the continue option and try to take out the PN. This is balance sheet account and short text is TDS on rent account. Account group will be current liabilities and this is balance sheet account. Balance sheet account and the next one short text is TDS on rent. TDS on rent and long text is also TDS on rent and the next one is control data. Next one is control data and here line item display and sort key is 001. Line item display and sort key is 001. Okay, and create your bank interest, it is Z001. Create bank interest, it is Z001. Click on the enter, go to the 7 and save it. See, we can able to have TDS on rents. Okay, that is the important thing right now we have. And the next one is okay, so go to that okay. Assign withholding taxes accounts, right? Assign withholding taxes accounts for withholding taxes. Okay, that is the very important thing right now we have. And what we need to do is go to this SAP SPRO reference IMG. SPRO reference IMG. SPRO reference IMG and financial accounting new, financial accounting global settings new, financial accounting global settings new and withholding tax. The next one is extended withholding tax and the next one is company code. No, not the company code. Close this thing and postings. And the next one is accounts for withholding tax. Accounts for withholding tax. In that accounts for withholding tax, you do have defined accounts for withholding tax to be paid over. Define withholding taxes to be paid over. Yes, continue your chart of accounts. So based on that, we need to assign the things like what is the thing and go to the posting key. First, we need to save the rules. Based on the rules only we can able to have the accounts. Okay, so that is the important thing right now we have and go to that account and try to assign the TDS on rent account. Okay, go to the recipient and save it. Okay, Rita. So can you go to the rules first? Go to the rules once again. No, no, no. Here only. Go to the rules. And we will do with the debit and credit. Tick mark on the debit and credit and withholding tax code and withholding tax type. Yes, tick on it. Okay. Now you can just go to the posting key once again. You can just go to the posting key once again. Save the rules first. Yes. 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 Continue. Now go to the accounts. Now go to the accounts. Now you can able to have this screen. Okay. So uh, you do one thing. Go to this rules. Remove this thing. No need to have the debit and posting. Remove this debit and credit rules and go to the posting key once again. Save the rules first. Yes. Yes. Continue. And go to the accounts. Now we have the withholding taxes accounts and okay, right. So the next one is here you can just give the thing like withholding tax uh, type and code, and the next one is account. Okay, just give B1. Sorry, not the B1. So this is withholding tax type, right? So that is BA. Then next one is B1, and the next one is account. Give the TDS on and account. Can you put the cursor on this thing? Put the cursor on the withholding tax. Any withholding tax? No, no, go up. Withholding tax. ఇక్కడ withholding tax అని కనబడుతుంది కదా, దాని మీద కర్సర్ మీద పెట్టండి. ఆ బిఏ పైన withholding tax ఉంది కదా, దాని మీద కర్సర్ పెట్టు చాలు. Withholding tax code. Go to that document. Go to that document. What are the withholding tax codes? Okay, B1 and B2. Oh, right. Then next. And recipient type is BA and AB. And click on the enter. Enter. Okay, then next one is AB. Next one is AB, and withholding tax code is B2. And the next one, same account. That is with see for the invoice posting and payment postings, we have to do it, right? Okay. So that is the important thing right now we have. Okay, go to the civil and save it. Okay, so this is the way we can able to do the configurations for the withholding taxes and all of you. And the next one is we need to assign the these withholding taxes things for our vendor master data, right? So can you do you have vendors, right? And go to the XK02. Take out the withholding tax code. And this company code data, take out the withholding tax code. Yes. Continue. Click on the enter. Vendor has not been created. go to that window. Click on the enter. Click on the enter. So here in the withholding tax type, give the withholding tax country IN. In this withholding tax type, go to that Word document. Go to that Word document. What are those withholding tax types? B1 and B2, that is a check recipient type is BA. Okay, so the first one is BA. BA and withholding tax codes is B1 and recipient type. Take out the recipient type, automatically it will come. Take out the recipient type. No. Go to the drop down option, automatically it will come. Take out the recipient type. Continue. No. Remove the withholding tax type BA. What is your tax type? Go to the drop down option. B1 is the tax type. Take out the B1 and withholding tax code. Remove this. Go to the withholding tax codes. That is B1. Yes, take out that one. And recipient type is B1. Okay. And the next one is here withholding tax type. Second one is B2 and AB. No. Remove this thing. Withholding tax ID. Remove this thing. And in the withholding tax type only, that is B2, and withholding tax code is AB. And recipient type is AB. No. Go to the drop down option. Go to the drop down option. Yes. And liable, and it is liable for the invoice postings and payment posting. Just tick mark on liable. Tick mark on one more liable. Go to the save button and save it. Click on the enter. So post processing open items are opening. So changes have been made. So first go to this SPRO reference IMG. Go to this SPRO reference IMG once again. Give /n. SPRO reference IMG. I think so. Withholding tax type is B1. Okay, reference IMG. And go to the financial accounting new and financial accounting global settings new. Withholding tax and extended withholding tax. Extended withholding tax and company code. And assign withholding tax types to company codes. Yes. And go to the position and give your company code. Continue. Yes, we have given B1 and B2. Okay, good. Come back. Go to the posting. Go to the posting. So based on which parameters we have assigned these things. Based on the accounts for in the postings, accounts for withholding taxes. Open the accounts for withholding taxes. Accounts for withholding tax. And define accounts for withholding tax to be paid over. Continue. Continue. So just put the cursor on withholding tax. Put the cursor on withholding tax. Withholding tax type is B1. Okay, we have wrongly entered the things. Okay, you do one thing. Remove this thing and go to the delete option. Delete. Or else select that thing and delete it. Delete it. Go to the delete option. Select that thing and delete it. And now save the details. Now save the details first. No. First save the details and come back to this thing and assign it. Now here you can just go to the drop down option. Select your B1. Come down. That is not the country. Based on your country, you will have or else find out with B1. Continue. Take out that thing. So we have wrongly entered the thing and go to the drop down option. Go to the drop down option and try to take out the B1. B1. No. Come down. Or else give IN. Continue. Come down. Complete down. So based on our country wise only we do have withholding tax type straight. Tax code is B1 and B2. Complete down. For India, take out B1. Yes, take out B1. Okay, right. And the account is 100503. The next one B2 and AB. Directly you can give it no issue. B2 and AB and 100503. Click on the enter, go to the sovereign and save it. Yes. So we have done with the vendor master records, complete things and all. And the next one is we will do the testings, right?